This is the Southside School of Financial Freedom Watch List and Market Report for the week ending July 30th, 2022. Our question this week is the U.S. economy in a recession? The answer will be provided later in the video. This week, the market ended higher. The Dow Jones Industrial Average increased 0.97% on Friday and was up 2.97% for the week. The S&P 500 increased 1.42% on Friday and was up 4.26% for the week. The Nasdaq increased 1.88% on Friday and was up 4.7% for the week. Looking at the week, we can see that there were 4 down finishes versus 11 up finishes for the major indexes. On Monday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 ended up, while the Nasdaq finished down. On Tuesday, all the major indexes ended down. On Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, they all finished up. The new unemployment claims were 256,000 versus 255,000 expected. Mortgage demand fell 1% for the week. Pending home sales dropped 20% in June year over year. Natural gas hit its highest level since 2008. The Senate passed a bill to boost U.S. chip production. The Fed hiked interest rates by 0.75%, and U.S. GDP fell by minus 0.9% in the second quarter, the second straight decline this year. New unemployment claims, mortgage demand declining, pending home sales dropping, natural gas hitting its highest level since 2008, the Senate passing a bill to boost U.S. chip production, the Fed hiking interest rates by 0.75%, and the U.S. GDP declining for the second quarter in a row are all news. And news drives the market, good and bad. Day-to-day predictions on whether the market is going to go up or down is virtually impossible because predicting the news is impossible. However, the market is rigged to go up. It does not go up every day or even every week, but the market will generally go up over time. Stock prices move in a random fashion. They go up and down with an upward drift. The market will continue to go up because the powers that be want the market to go up. While there are many powers out there, the top 5 powers that be are the Federal Reserve, big financial institutions, big corporations, the President, and Congress. These 5 entities will do what they must to drive the market higher. Now, we are at our question of the week. Is the U.S. economy in a recession? An economic recession is defined as a period in which the gross domestic product, or GDP, that is, the amount a country produces and sells, declines for 2 or more consecutive financial quarters. During the first quarter of 2022, the U.S. GDP declined by minus 1.6%. During the second quarter of 2022, the U.S. GDP declined by minus 0.9%. That is 2 consecutive quarters of declining GDP, so the answer is yes. The U.S. economy is in a recession. However, according to the U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, the U.S. is not in a recession. She cites that there is job creation, consumer spending, and businesses are growing. She said the U.S. economy is in a state of transition, not a recession. And President Biden also argued that the U.S. is not in a recession. Biden cited the low unemployment rate and new investments in manufacturing. Well, that's all nice and good, but the fact is the U.S. GDP has declined for 2 consecutive quarters, and that is the traditional definition of a recession. But the Biden administration doesn't want people to label the U.S. economy as being in a recession. Why, you may ask? Well, the president, rightly or wrongly, takes the blame for the economic condition of the country. He does not want the stigma of a recession on his record. And recessions tend to get worse before they get better. They get worse because people start to cut back on spending, businesses lose customers, they lose income, they lose profits, they reduce production, and they increase prices. Subsequently, more businesses go out of business and unemployment increases. These actions make the economy decline further, so the mere acknowledgement that a recession exists becomes a self fulfilling situation. And the stock market also takes a hit. Have your stocks been affected by the recession? Or do you own any stocks at all? If not, why not? Is it because you do not understand anything about the stock market? Well, on purpose, it was not taught to you in school. If you ever want to learn how to get wealth and income through the stock market, you are going to have to teach yourself. You must RSI, that is, read, save, and invest. Formal school taught you how to read, but society and the powers that be discourages you from reading, especially books. No one wants you to read a book. School taught you to be a worker. They did not teach you how to be an investor. They taught you absolutely nothing about the U.S. financial system. You can, however, learn how to be an investor if you simply start reading books about investing. Books that you can borrow from the library for free or buy cheaply online. It is not difficult to learn how to be a passive investor, which is what most people should do. Check out this list of recommended books on the books page of the Southside website. These books and others like them will not tell you which direction the market is going to go, but you can learn how to make money in the market no matter what the market does. I don't know which way the market is going to go on a daily basis, and I don't care. I trade the market as it is, not as it should be. I take what the market gives me, whether it's going up, down, or even sideways. How do I do that? I apply the Southside strategy. You can learn more about the Southside trading strategy at SouthsideSchoolOfFinancialFreedom.com. Here is the Southside Trading Watch List from the week ending July 30th, 2022. The strongest performer on the list this week was Blink Charging Company, ticker symbol BLNK. It's in the third column. It was down minus 0.52% on Friday, but was up 12.49% for the week. Blink Charging Company is a owner, operator, and provider of electric vehicle, that is EV, charging equipment and network EV charging services in the United States and international. It offers residential as well as commercial EV charging equipment and services, enabling EV drivers to recharge at various locations. Looking at a summary of results, you can see that Blink has decreased minus 20.14% year to date. I did not trade or generate cash flow from Blink this week, but I may in the future. Whether a stock goes up or down, you can generate cash flow from it. Whether you own a stock or not, you can still generate cash flow from it using the Southside strategy. The Southside trading strategy involves trading for weekly cash flow, that is, trading for income. SPY is shown at the bottom of the third column. SPY is the S&P 500 ETF. This is the benchmark I compare my trading performance to. My objective is to beat the S&P 500 index while at the same time generating cash flow. Most professional money managers do not consistently outperform the S&P 500 index. They usually lose and lose badly to the index. Thus, most investors and traders should just invest in or trade a market index fund or ETF like SPY. What do? Do you beat the S&P 500 index? Do you have a watch list? What is your investing and or trading strategy? How well do you do against the S&P 500 index ETF SPY? Let me know in the comment section. Are you willing to share your strategy? The Southside portfolio cash flow system is outperforming the S&P 500 index ETF SPY. The Southside portfolio is down minus 3.54% versus minus 13.26% down for SPY, a difference of 9.72%. The Southside is beating SPY by almost 10%. The cash flow generated by the Southside cash flow system for this week was 3.89% of the portfolio account value. The account value changed by 9.69%. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 ETF SPY changed by 4.28%. Bitcoin watch. Bitcoin gained more than 14% this past week, but it continues to be in a bear market. Bitcoin has lost just over 65% of its value from its all-time high, which was achieved in November 2021. I sold option contracts on one position this week. It was a put that ranged from $0.00 to $115.01. You can get more details, including the total dollar amount of cash flow for the week, on the website southsideschooloffinancialfreedom.com. Check out past videos for other questions of the week in order to increase your financial IQ and your understanding of the stock market. The videos are organized in playlists. There are levels 1, 2, and 3. Level 1 being for beginners and level 3 being for more advanced investors and traders. The videos are also arranged by subject matter. In the meantime, please like, share, and subscribe.